Love these fantasy songs like this. You see a beautiful model in the magazine, you say to yourself, man, I want to meet this woman. Ooh, my goodness, I want to meet her right now. Yes, the theme of this song coming in, it's not on Billboard's Hot 100. There's a bubbling, there's the bubbling under the Hot 100. There's a slew of records listed under this. Billboard's Hot 100, December 31st, 1966. And one of the songs coming in at number 103, I Want to Meet You by the Crying Shames off the Columbia record label. Chicago's Crying Shames, I Want to Meet You, eventually with the number 85 on Bill. This is a jam. Probably not the best produced record, but it's just irresistible. Love this record. One of my favorite records on this Hot 100. I Want to Meet You by the Crying Shames. And 1966. Crying Shames, they were originally known as the Travelers, but then there was another group called the Travelers. They had to change their name. A group member, now his real name, one of the group members, his real name was Jim Plister. Plister, Pilster, rhymes with blister, Jim Plister, but he was known as J.C. Hook. Reason being he was called J.C. Hook was because he was born without a left hand, and it was replaced by a hook. And one day J.C. Hook said, man, we got to change our name. And it's such a pain in the butt to find a new name. And you know something? Finding a new name for this group is a crying shame. Somebody in the group said, man, that's it. Crying shame. We'll call ourselves the Crying Shames. All right. Here it is. Their first record, they got a deal with a record company. They had a record out, or they were going to come out with a song called If I Needed Someone, which was written by George Harrison, but nothing ever happened there. They signed a deal with Columbia Records in 1966, and they had their biggest hits, Sugar and Spice, yes, 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 yes. Why it didn't make top 40, go figure. One of the best records out of the 60s. Melodic, great harmonies, everything in place for a record. Only got as high as number 49. The Crying Shames, they just never made it in certain places in America, like the West Coast, and they were played a little bit here in the South. Sugar and Spice was, but Chicago was their place. The song went to number 4 on WLS. 1966, you're cruising around Chicagoland. You got it on 89 WLS. Chances were you're going to hear a Crying Shames record. WLS. WLS and WCFL, they showed the love. They showed the heart for the Chicago-based bands. If they were good, you had a hell of a platform with WLS. And went to number 4 on WLS's playlist, Sugar Spice. I Want to Meet You also did well, I'm sure, on WLS. Went to number 86 on Billboard's Hot 100. The Crying Shames have released about 3 albums off the Columbia record label. Their first album, Sugar and Spice, took about 2 days. That's it to make. But they did some covers like Hey Joe, which was done by the Leaves in the summer of '66, later covered by Jimi Hendrix. But they underwent some personnel changes. One of their, damn it, the draft. It'll get you. It was just, the draft was a fact of life in the 60s. When you turn 18 years old in 1966, you got a letter from Uncle Sam. That dreaded letter, that dreaded missive from Uncle Sam. Report to the Selective Service Office. One of the group members of the Crying Shames, his name was Gary Stone, or Jerry Stone rather. He was drafted and sent to Vietnam. The group underwent some lineup changes in 1966, well, 1967, 68, and they released their third album in 1968. It was called Censuses, and they broke up in 1969. You know, I kind of envy the British groups in the 60s, because the British groups in the 60s, they didn't have to worry about the draft. They had national service, but national service in England was dropped by 1959, 1960. It gave these British groups a chance to flourish and become really great, like the Beatles, the Stones, and the Yardbirds. But that didn't really happen here in America. We had great groups here, but there was always the threat of the draft. Well, anyway, this is the Crying Shames, and God dog it, I want to meet you. I sure do. Yes, I do. Billboard bubbling under Billboard's Hot 100, December 31st, 1966.